But wherever there is that God-given authority to influence, there is often a spirit that comes along and is sent to destroy it. And that spirit operates in families, it operates in businesses, but it mainly operates in the church. The spirit of Absalom. So I'm not going to do a whole preach about it because there is a whole preach about it. And you're going to, but I just cannot mention the key of David without talking about the spirit of Absalom, because that's what comes against this key. Alrighty. So the spirit of Absalom, it's not Absalom's ghost. Can we just get that right? When you say the spirit of so-and-so, it's not that person's ghost. The spirit of Elijah will come before you, okay? It's not Elijah's ghost. The spirit of Jezebel, it's not Jezebel's ghost, okay? It's a spirit that operates in the characteristic of that thing. Alrighty, so that's what the spirit of the Antichrist is, a spirit that operates in anti-God. It's Satan, you know? It's a spirit that comes. Alrighty, so, and the key, it has to be dealt with for you guys to be able to possess your inheritance, to take possession of your lineage. We have to deal with the spirit, because that's the thing that comes and tries to steal it. In fact, it's a key factor in stealing that inheritance. What it comes to do, remember, you've got a promised land. You've got authority to kill the giants so that you can possess your promised land. The spirit of Absalom comes to undermine authority. That's what the spirit of Absalom does. It undermines, undercuts authority illegitimately. We know the story of Absalom. If you don't, I'll tell you quickly. Absalom was King David's son. He got offended at a literal, justifiable, shocking thing that happened. I mean, he had every right to be upset what happened. It was hectic. I don't want to even say it for little ears. I'll save it for the preach. But he got offended about this thing, and he began criticizing his father. He didn't feel that his father had dealt with this injustice properly, and he began to criticize his father, and he began to undermine his father's authority. He began to, his offense was never dealt with, and he sought to undermine the king's authority. He stood at the gates, and he started having little sideline conversations with people, saying, "Ugh, the king, man, what's your problem? Oh, sorry, man, the king's too busy to see you, but I can help. I can help. And you know what? I would actually do things better than him anyway." He stood at the sideline, backroom conversations, sideline little things, conversations, undermining authority, undermining God-given leadership. Be careful. Be careful. He sought to usurp David's authority, and he sought to draw people to himself. He gathered the people. It says, this is in Samuel, he stole the hearts of the people. He gathered them to himself, and then he led a revolt against the king. He uses, the spirit of Absalom will use people as resources. The spirit of Absalom will use people as resources for their own gains. Be very careful when you watch. You'll see this thing happening. The sideline conversations at the city gate, undermining, never going directly to the source. I can do a better job. I know better. I can do a better job. I can do it. And seducing. It's a seducing spirit. Seducing. You're so awesome. SK, I think you're amazing, man. I know that Dave can't help you because he's so busy, but I can. Let me develop you. You know what I mean? And you fall for the deception of him, and the next thing, Absalom has stolen your inheritance. He's stolen your promised land through deception. That's what he does, okay? The Absalom spirit will never inherit the key of David. He might gather a crowd. He might set the king running for a time, but in the end, what happened to Absalom? He got killed. He was wiped out, and legitimate authority will be restored. And God will do that. God will do that. But do not let him take territory in your promised land.